In the first floor of the Salarjung Museum, we enter a section which has palanquins and furnitures that were used during the Salarjung era. We have a whole lot of dining chairs and a huge dining table, as you can see. This seats somewhere around 12 to 14 people, if I'm not wrong. There are also coffee tables and this very intricate dining table over here. As you can see, the pattern is super pretty and very intricately done. This is a marble coffee table. Here we have settees and sofas which were used, as well as a grand piano, which I'll show from the other side as well, and a marble table. Here's the grand piano.
As we enter the Western Bloc, the first display is of the European paintings. They are a reflection of the public taste and artistic interest of that period. It is mainly made of 19th century British paintings, some traditional French paintings, beautiful Italian landscapes, and picturesque scenes from Munich. Here we have Mephistopheles and Margareta, also known as the double statue. This is one of the most popular exhibits at the Salarjung Museum. The two figures were carved out of a single block of sycamore wood. It highlights the internal battle of good versus evil. Mephistopheles is represented as evil, whereas Margaret is the good and humble.
The European glass collection is exhibited next in the Western Bloc. There you can see us in the reflection. Hello! There are exquisite artistic attainments with such technical expertise displayed from Venice, France, England, America, Bohemia, Belgium, and Istanbul. Most of these pieces date back to the 18th and the 19th century. Some of the pieces are veiled with enamel, gold, and are notable for their design, shape, and painted ornamentation. As you pass by each display, you can actually make out from which culture these belong, because they have very specific cultural markers on them. The collection here includes glass dining ware, wine glasses, cocktail glasses, as well as displays.
As we step into the European French Gallery, we are transported into the neoclassical era of beautiful workmanship and utilitarian furniture. We can see cabinets, chairs, consoles, sofa sets, and chandeliers. These are mostly belonging to the 17th and 18th century styles of Bourbon kings Louis XIV, Louis XV, Louis XVI, and also Napoleon I. The wood used here were ebony, walnut, oak, or beech, and had motifs of birds, flowers, foliage, and female masks gilded in bronze. Most of the furniture was inlaid with tortoise shell or ivory. typically a mark of 17th century craftsmanship. Here we see a replica of Louis XV's writing table made for the Salarjung. It is one of the famed pieces in this gallery.
In the Western Bloc, the next gallery is of clocks. This Western Clock Gallery has a sizable number of clocks from various countries and are a really important collector's item here at Salarjung Museum. These clocks are primarily from the European countries of France, England, Switzerland, Germany, Holland, and also a few of them are from the Americas. The most important categories in this collection are birdcage clocks, bracket clocks, grandfather clocks, umbrella clocks, and barometer clocks. The grandfather clocks are like these marvelous beings that are positioned in the front of the gallery. They give the gallery a prominence in itself. Some of the ornamentation on these clocks were very intricate and it felt like they had some purpose, like for a particular event or any festival that it was made for. These European clocks have quite a bit of cultural references as well on them. The final section of the Western Bloc is the Porcelain Gallery. Here you find porcelain pieces from across Europe, such as France, Venice, Germany, Ireland, England, and many other European nations. There are also pieces from the Americas, and as you can see, they are being made very intricately. Some of them are complete display pieces, while others actually have a use, and these were in use during the Salarjung period. Most of these pieces have said to be coming from 17th century and 18th century. There are toys that are made of ceramic as well, which must have been in use for the kids in the Salarjung period. There's a whole range of tea sets and crockery as well as serving ware that are on display in this place. Towards the end of the Porcelain Gallery, we come across busts that are from the 16th, 17th, and the 18th century Europe. We are entering the Toys and Dolls Gallery here at the Salarjung Museum. Here there are primarily toys and dolls that were used by the kids in the Salarjung period. These were locally made and are on display here for our viewing pleasure. As you can see, there are multiple craftsmen, different dances and cultural references in India that are being depicted in these toys. There are a few ceramic toys that are from the Europe as well. There are a few terracotta toys that are on display as well. These depict a normal Indian household and the various occupations that are followed in India.
The first gallery of the Eastern Bloc is the Chinese Gallery. There are around almost 960 objects on display here. Around 40% of this is from Salarjung III's collection, and 60% was family heirloom. The collection of Chinese porcelain on display is dating from 12th to 19th century. There are pieces dating as back as 960 AD. There are pieces from Sung period, which is from 10th to 13th century, Yuan period, which is 13th to 14th century, Ming period, which is 14th to 17th century, and the Qing period, which is 16th to 20th century. Silk embroidery of the Ming dynasty from 17th century are also on display here.
Following the Chinese gallery, we have the Far Eastern Porcelain Gallery too. Here we have pieces from China as well as Japan. These were commercially exported porcelain pieces, and the most important one to be noted over here is the blue-gray Celator. These were exported from China to India, Persia, Turkey, etc. from the 12th century, and by the end of the 17th century they reached Europe as well. There are dishes, vases as well as small display pieces and figurines that are displayed in this gallery. For a while now, Vishal and I have a particular affinity towards Japanese culture.
Yes, especially when it comes to content such as anime.
Well, Japanese culture is known for its attention to details, workmanship, and quality of products, which is very much evident from the objects that are on display here.
Be it porcelain, furniture, paintings, or weapons. These displays remind us time and again of the Japanese pop culture references we are used to.
I'm pretty sure I saw a ramen bowl of Naruto somewhere here. There are pieces from different centuries from Japan. I can see a lot of ivory based materials as well. The Japanese furniture here are very intricately made, especially desk like this and the mirror over there. These are the normal furniture that you can see in a Japanese household, as well as a few display items. Some of them are supposed to bring luck to the household. Since the rest of the sections were closed because of COVID guidelines, we had the last place to visit in Salarjung, which was the Statutory Gallery. It had statues from Southeast Asia, from Indonesia, Myanmar, and other regions. So we are done with the complete tour of the Salarjung Museum, and Vishal and I had a plan to go to another museum today, but I think we are beat. We'll be covering the other place sometime else. And do let us know if you like the video and if you'd like more videos in this series, because I love visiting museums and understanding the history behind it. So thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe, and see you all in the next one. Bye bye.